In the bustling streets of Singapore, chaos erupted as hundreds of people pushed and shoved inside a toy store, their faces twisted with desperation. Security guards struggled to maintain order as grown adults fought over small plush dolls that cost just $22. One woman emerged from the crowd clutching her prize, a pink creature with demonic fangs and rabbit ears, tears streaming down her face as if she had just won the lottery. This wasn't Black Friday madness or a limited edition luxury item release. This was the global phenomenon of Labubu, a toy so powerful it turned rational adults into frenzied collectors and generated billions of dollars for a Chinese company that most people had never heard of just 2 years ago. What you're about to discover is the untold story of how a simple plush toy became the most successful psychological manipulation campaign in modern marketing history, and why millions of people around the world have willingly surrendered their money, their time, and sometimes their sanity to a creature that looks like it crawled out of a fever dream. The birth of a monster. Labubu first emerged in 2015 when Hong Kong artist Kasing introduced this mischievous creature as part of his Monsters series, inspired by Celtic folklore and said to bring both luck and mischief. Standing just a few inches tall, these creatures possess an unsettling combination of features that seem designed to provoke both attraction and revulsion. Their massive rabbit-like ears frame faces dominated by sharp, pointed teeth and large, unblinking eyes that seem to follow you wherever you go. The character's design philosophy reflects a deliberate attempt to challenge traditional notions of cuteness by blending innocence with menace. Lung had previously released other artistic works, including My Little Planet in 2013 and Lizzie Will Dancin', but it was his 2015 introduction of the Monsters collection that would change everything. Among all the creatures in this collection, Labubu quickly distinguished itself as the standout character, possessing a unique quality that made people simultaneously uncomfortable and irresistibly drawn to it. The corporate machine behind the magic. The Labubu character gained wider recognition in 2019 when artist Kasing signed a licensing deal with Pop Mart, the Beijing-based collectible toy giant that would transform Labubu from an artistic creation into a global phenomenon. Pop Mart, founded in 2010, had already established itself as a pioneer in the designer toy market, but their partnership with would prove to be their masterstroke. Pop Mart ended 2024 with record-breaking results, achieving revenue of 13.04 billion RMB, which is approximately $1.8 billion, reflecting a stunning 106.9% increase year-over-year. This astronomical growth was not accidental but the result of a carefully orchestrated strategy that combined artistic appeal with psychological manipulation on an unprecedented scale. The company's business model revolves around creating artificial scarcity and unpredictability, transforming toy collecting into a form of legalized gambling. By 2025, Labubu had released over 300 different variants, each with varying degrees of rarity designed to keep collectors perpetually hunting for the next elusive piece. This strategy has proven so effective that monthly production capacity has soared from around 300,000 units in February and March of the previous year to 10 million units currently. The Q culture, when desire becomes desperation. The true scale of Labubu's psychological grip becomes evident in the scenes that play out daily at Pop Mart locations worldwide. People queue for hours, sometimes overnight, camping outside stores before dawn breaks. When the Big Into Energy Labubu line dropped in the 20th of April 24, more than 2,500 people had formed a line before 6:30 a.m. at a single location in Century City, their faces illuminated by phone screens as they live-streamed their wait to social media followers. The vending machines have become theaters of human desperation. These robotic dispensers, strategically placed in malls and shopping centers, attract crowds that gather like moths to a flame. The machines are restocked under armed guard, with security personnel flanking the technicians as they reload the precious cargo. In some locations, the situation became so volatile that stores have been forced to halt in-store sales entirely, with Pop Mart discontinuing physical retail at multiple locations due to safety concerns. The company has masterfully leveraged TikTok live streaming to amplify this frenzy. Pop Mart hosts regular live sessions where viewers can watch blind box openings in real time, creating virtual queues that mirror the physical ones. These streams attract hundreds of thousands of viewers, with comment sections flowing like rivers of desire as people beg the host to open just one more box, to reveal just one more secret variant. Security has been beefed up to stand guard over vending machines that dispense Labubus each morning. The mayhem has gotten so bad that in markets like the United Kingdom and San Francisco, overwhelming demand has forced Pop Mart to halt in-store sales after massive crowds compromised public safety. Guards now monitor these machines with the vigilance typically reserved for bank vaults. And for good reason, the contents can be worth more than some people's monthly salaries. The hype marketing revolution. Pop Mart's success with Labubu represents the evolution of hype marketing tactics that were pioneered by other viral consumer products. The company studied and refined strategies that had proven successful for brands like Prime energy drinks and Stanley water bottles, then amplified these techniques to create something far more psychologically manipulative. Prime drinks, launched by internet personalities Logan Paul and KSI, demonstrated how artificial scarcity, combined with social media influence, could create explosive demand for ordinary products. The energy drink company deliberately limited supply while leveraging the massive social media reach of its founders to create a sense of urgency and exclusivity. Stanley water bottles employed a different but equally effective approach, pivoting from their traditional audience of outdoor enthusiasts to target millennial and Gen Z women through strategic marketing campaigns. They created endless variations in colors, designs, and limited edition collaborations that made collecting these functional items feel like a fashion statement rather than a practical purchase. Pop Mart synthesized the most effective elements from both strategies while adding their own innovation, the gambling psychology of blind boxes. Unlike Prime or Stanley, where consumers knew exactly what they were purchasing, Labubu buyers were essentially placing bets every time they made a purchase, hoping to receive a rare variant that could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. The psychology of manufactured obsession. Labubu's success comes from using advanced psychological strategies that go beyond traditional marketing. The brand taps into emotional and behavioral triggers that attract specific personality types and encourage addictive buying habits. The blind box system uses a psychological tactic called variable ratio reinforcement, the same method that makes slot machines addictive. Because the reward is unpredictable, the brain releases dopamine both when people win and while they are waiting to win. This creates strong anticipation and can lead to a psychological dependence even more powerful than some substance addictions. The collecting aspect appeals to basic human desires for ownership and completion. After getting their first figure, many people experience completion anxiety, the urge to collect every version to feel satisfied. This feeling pushes them to keep buying, even after the excitement of the first purchase fades. Social proof plays a crucial role in maintaining the phenomenon's momentum. When celebrities like Dua Lipa and Rihanna are photographed with Labubu accessories, it signals to their millions of followers that these toys are not just collectibles, but fashion statements. This celebrity endorsement removes the stigma associated with adult toy collecting and transforms it into a socially acceptable form of self-expression. The global conquest. The international expansion of Labubu represents one of the most successful cultural exports from Asia to the global market in recent years. In 2024, Pop Mart's performance in Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and overseas markets was particularly impressive, with revenue reaching 5.066 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 375.2%, accounting for 38.9% of the company's total revenue. Southeast Asia became Pop Mart's fastest-growing market, with revenue surging 478.3% from the previous year, while North America grew 377.7% in the first half of 2024. This expansion was not accidental, but the result of careful market research and strategic positioning. The company identified markets where designer toy culture was already established, and where social media influence could be leveraged most effectively. The global success of Labubu demonstrates how digital culture has created new pathways for viral marketing that transcend traditional geographic and cultural boundaries. Social media platforms allow trends to spread faster than ever before, while influencer culture creates new forms of social proof that can make obscure products into must-have items almost overnight. The dark side of desire. The gambling element inherent in blind box purchasing has created genuine addiction problems for some consumers. Online forums are filled with stories of people spending thousands of dollars chasing specific variants, often going into debt to fund their collecting habits. The unpredictable nature of the rewards makes it impossible for consumers to budget effectively, leading to financial problems that extend far beyond toy collecting. The artificial scarcity created by Pop Mart is not based on genuine supply limitations, but on calculated manipulation of market psychology. The company deliberately limits production of certain variants to create the illusion of rarity, driving up prices and creating secondary markets where toys can sell for hundreds of times their original cost. The targeting of vulnerable populations raises additional ethical concerns. While marketed as adult collectibles, the colorful and cute appearance of Labubu toys naturally appeals to children, creating a situation where gambling mechanics are being introduced to younger audiences through seemingly innocent products. The economics of obsession. Some collectors have attempted to turn their hobby into a business, buying multiple blind boxes in hopes of finding rare variants they can resell for profit. This speculation has created a bubble economy around certain variants, with prices that bear no relationship to the actual cost of production or intrinsic value of the items. The company has expanded beyond simple toy sales to create a comprehensive merchandise ecosystem. Labubu-themed clothing, accessories, and lifestyle products have multiplied the revenue streams while reinforcing the brand's presence in consumers' daily lives. This expansion transforms Labubu from a collectible into a lifestyle brand, deepening customer engagement and creating additional opportunities for revenue generation. The verdict: when marketing becomes manipulation, the story of Labubu is more than a tale of a successful toy. It is a warning about how modern marketing can shape human behavior and create artificial desires. Pop Mart's rise, fueled by tactics like blind boxes, artificial scarcity, and social media influence, shows how psychological manipulation can turn simple products into billion-dollar empires. Labubu's popularity proves that companies can profit not by meeting real needs, but by exploiting psychological weaknesses. This shift is changing how products are created and sold across industries, with long-term effects on consumer culture. As people, we must face the fact that many of our desires are no longer entirely our own, but are carefully engineered by corporate strategy. In the end, the real monsters may not be the toys, but the systems that made us crave them. Labubu's legacy may be defined not just by its popularity or profits, but by how it changed the way we understand marketing, value, and the power of psychological influence in the modern economy. Thank you for watching Mystery Lens, where we explore the world's most puzzling secrets and untold stories. If you want more deep dives into real-life mysteries, disappearances, and unsolved cases, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to share your favorite episodes with your friends. Have a theory or a mystery you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Stay curious, stay sharp, and keep your eyes on the unknown, only here on Mystery Lens.